Do you have issues with FTMO or MyForexFunds spreads? Are you seeing that you're tagged on your personal broker, but on these prop firms you still have a pending order and the spreads didn't take you in? Maybe you get stopped out prematurely because of bad spreads and then price just starts trending without you, and of course you're losing out on huge amounts of money. Maybe the price reaches your pending order but the spreads don't even tag you in, and then again a trade goes on without you and you lose a bunch of profits. Maybe, as I said, you're not even getting tagged into your pending orders and then price just starts trending without you and you lose on a bunch of profits. Well, I have a solution for you. But first, let me share my problems that I had in live trading, which cost me a lot of percentage, so let's get right onto the charts. Okay guys, so here we have a trade on the pound and the US dollar. This one actually happened on the 23rd of September 2022. So right here I was seeing this large impulse, and then of course I was looking for a continuation to the downside. So I was either looking for a flag or a nice break and retest. So those are the two types of continuations I trade. And what actually happened, well, let's see, we got a small pullback, price continued, and I got the opportunity to enter on a nice continuation break and retest trades. So I had an order on at this inside bar. That is what my entry level was. So right here I placed a pending short order with, I believe it was a 15 pip stop loss. So it was somewhere around this level, so maybe 1 or 2 pips below this low of the inside bar. And what happened next? Well, I actually got tagged in on my personal IC markets account, but on my FTMO account I did not get tagged into this position. The price missed me by just a few pips, and that is the exact problem that I'm talking about. So FTMO has larger spreads, IC markets raw account has really small spreads. So in these types of trades where the price just taps you by a few mini pips into your position, and basically look at how this trade played out. So basically now I was in profit, and let's play it out a bit more. It was a monster trade. You can just see that it brought absolutely huge percentages with my 15 pip stop loss. So at one point it was running at around 40% or something like that. And with my trailing stop loss rule, I actually closed it somewhere around here. I placed a stop loss above this high and got out for around 11%. So you can imagine how much money this was on the FTMO account in which I did not get tagged. So yeah, I made good percentage and good money on my personal IC markets, but that's kind of not the point. The point is to get tagged in the big FTMO account and actually make these percentages and make that big money, right? This happens very often, especially with the way I trade. So basically I look for these break and retests. Price usually just taps my pending order and then either drops or starts trending to the upside. So for me and for other traders as well, this is a big problem. The FTMO spreads are not that good. Okay, so here we have another one. We have a large impulse to downside. I'm definitely looking to sell. This is on the pound and the US dollar. This one happened on the 18th of August 2022. So a really fresh trade. Again, a large impulse down. I'm looking for a continuation, either a flag formation or a nice break and retest of the most recent low or of the inside bar. So basically, let's see what happens. We get a push down, and then I place a pending short order at the most recent low, which is somewhere around here. So right here on this candle, that is just part of the strategy I trade. 15 pip stop loss. So I actually did not take this trade live. I did not have an issue here because I was not in it, because I was sleeping, so I missed it. But I know a lot of my trading buddies were actually in this trade, and I will tell you exactly what happened to them. So they had their pending short order on at this level, so around 1.19245, and then price tagged them in. Price actually continued trending to a downside and they reduced their risks. So part of the strategy is of course the trailing stop loss. We all trade the same, we all have the same trailing stop loss rule, and basically they move their stop loss around here, 1 or 2 pips above this small candle right here, and we do that basically to reduce risk as soon as possible. That is just called good trading. So once the price broke the low again, we reduced our risk above this candle right here, and you can just see what will happen next. So right here their stop loss was actually activated on their FTMO accounts, but on their personal IC markets accounts they were still in this trade. And now let's play how the trade played out. So actually it started dropping heavily, and it was a really good trade on their personal account. On the FTMO account they were tagged out by just a few mini pips right here, and they lost out on some big profits. And this also happens very often, so we know that the market makers know where the stops are located, so right here they would have expected that there are some stops. That's why they broke the low and actually retested that area to stop some people out. And if you have bad spreads, well, you would have been taken out right here. But if you had a good raw spread account, well, then you would have reduced your risk and you would have still been in this trade. This candle would actually have not taken you out and it would have been a really nice trade, as we just said. So these are some real trading examples where we as traders lost out on huge percentage because of spreads issues. Now it might not seem like a big deal, but trust me, once you're trading live and you're trading real funded accounts, this will be a huge deal. You will be missing out on a lot of percentage and a lot of money. That's why we came up with a way how to deal with these bad FTMO or MyForexFunds spreads. These issues can cost you up to 30% of profit per year. So how do we actually fix it? Okay, we have the first step. Create an account with a broker that has really good spreads. I recommend IC Markets. I have been using them for 2 years now. I have also compared other brokers to IC Markets, so I have talked to other traders, got their opinion on some other brokers, and to be honest, IC Markets definitely has the best spreads in the market. They offer a raw spread account. Make sure you pick the raw spread account where they have the tightest spreads, and in my opinion they are the top pick for low spreads. They are also a well-known established broker, so I'm not worried that they will run away with my money. So yeah, open an IC Markets live account. Make sure you choose the raw spread account and put in an amount in there, let's say $500 to $1,000. Again, it doesn't need to be big. You just need to have that account with tight spreads in order to copy the trades to the FTMO or MyForexFunds account. Step number 2, get a trade copier. I use the Social Trader Tools trade copier. I also made a video about it. Definitely check it out. I will put it somewhere above. So get a trade copier account, choose the IC Markets or the personal broker as the main account, and then choose the FTMO or the MyForexFunds account as the slave account. So the third and the final step is to actually create a trade copier in which you actually don't copy over pending orders, you don't copy over the stop loss, and you don't copy over the take profit. You just create the trade copier in a way that when a trade gets executed on your host account, so when a trade gets executed on your live account, let's say a buy limit or sell limit is hit, let's say a stop loss is hit, or let's say a take profit is hit, it is then going to either open or close that same trade on your slave, which is the FTMO or MyForexFunds account. So make sure your trade copier copies only when you enter or exit the trade on your main personal account. And those are the 3 steps you need to do. So how does it actually work? So basically you just trade your IC Markets or personal account on MT4 as you would normally, and then once a trade gets executed, so either open a trade or close a trade on the IC Markets account, then that same trade will be opened or closed on the slave FTMO MyForexFunds account. You're only copying the live trades execution. Again, remember, don't tick any boxes under copy pending orders or copy stop losses or copy take profits. So now your whole FTMO account actually relies on the raw spread IC Markets account. You get much better spreads and much better execution than you would on the FTMO MT4 account. Try it out, place some pending orders, see if you would get tagged in on your raw spread personal account and see if you would have been tagged in your FTMO account. As I just said, I lost a lot of percentage due to spreads this year. I know other traders that lost even more percentage because they got taken out prematurely or they didn't even get tagged into the trade in the first place. Spreads are a big issue in trading. They can definitely make or break your month. As I said, you can miss out on maybe 20, 30, even 40% in a year of profits because you had bad spreads and poor execution. Spreads are a big part of trading. That's why this trick is so useful and it's definitely needed for prop firm trading. If you have any questions about this process, make sure you put them in the comment section. I will definitely answer them. This trick works for all prop firms. I'm using it on FTMO and Traders with Edge. I know other traders who are using it on MyForexFunds. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching calls, check out the link in the description. I also offer a 12-week mentorship program. Every information needed is on the website. You can also send me an email. Definitely like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.